It is a TLC weekend here. Chairshot Reality, WrestleZone.com, coming to you from Point Park University in Pittsburgh. Eisenberg, LeBar, getting into our TLC superlatives, Josh. Let's start out. Which match is going to have the craziest spot?
Well, I think you look at ladder matches. You look at tag team ladder matches. It goes back to Armageddon when Joey Mercury sliced his face in half, part of Eminem. Who did William Regal team up with that match? Do you remember?
No,
Trivia. Dave Taylor, Justin.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, yeah,
He's the only guy that ever really did team
Absolutely.
up with. That was a layup. I missed it.
It was an easy layup, but I'm going to go with that match having the craziest spot. I do think the Dudley Boys will do their traditional through the tables, Wyatt family, but you have three athletic tag teams, Lucha Dragons, The New Day, The Usos. That's going to be the most fun match to watch and has the best spots.
Yeah, I hate to agree with you, but I am going to agree with you. I thought the same thing. You have the most athleticism. These guys are going to want to step up. Xavier Woods is going to be fodder to get some kind of a table splash or some kind of big move.
As he's playing trombone?
As he's maybe might as well. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Moving on, let's talk about blood. If there's going to be any blood, what is the match we most likely see blood?
Looking at it, I think a guy like Tommy Dreamer doesn't mind being cut open a little bit. I think you got to go with the veteran. Yeah, to be completely honest with you, I think there might be some accidental blood in Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger, because this is a chairs match, and I understand the physics behind it. You put your hand up, you try to avoid the contact with the chair, but we've seen time and time again, chairs accidentally cut a piece of it, and metal, I think, cuts a lot easier and a lot harder than wood on somebody's skin. Obvious, Josh. Bill Nye the Science Guy taught me that one. I'm going to go Del Rio and Swagger. I'm gonna put my money on that one.
I'm gonna say the main event. I'm gonna say the WWE title match. Sheamus, Roman Reigns, two guys that are very physical. Obviously, that's when you watch those guys in the ring. That's when you want to turn to somebody who's ignorant about pro wrestling and say, "Oh, it's all fake, huh?" Those guys, they
You think so? They're gonna do a spear or bro kick and that's it.
But also, I've seen Roman Reigns has a tendency to he ends up getting he got busted open in Raw even. I think he had a bloody nose.
Yeah.
He has a tendency where he they go physical, they go hard, and I think you're talking about elements and weapons. They're gonna have all three of a TLC match. So,
and looking at that match, that could be one match that I think a lot of people are gonna be looking forward to. Not the Del Rio match, but the Roman Reigns and Sheamus match. Even though there's so much bashing on it, Justin. Let me ask you this question. What match is going to steal the show? Is it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, or do you think maybe the Wyatts and Team Extreme could steal the show? What's the match of the night?
I got to say, steal the show. I'm going to go probably, I don't even know if it's a steal because I think they probably have the highest expectations, but I'm probably going to go with Team ECW versus the Wyatt family. I think because you have eight guys in there, 8 guys that are all going to be very physical. You're going to have, it represents hardcore, at least half those guys do. I think that might be the stealing of the show. I think they may not have the craziest spot, as we said, the tag team match, Triple Threat could have that, but they might have the most innovative. These guys, obviously, especially on the Team ECW side, putting this together. Luke Harper has a good extreme background from his indie days. I think they might be the most innovative to figure out ways to use props, And
I think guys like Rhino and Dreamer, they know that, we're going to put our bodies on the line one more time for these young guys, and I think there's no question about it. We're going to talk about predictions later this week here on CSR. You look at the card, it can be very predictable, but a lot of cards in the past have been predictable, but have been very entertaining. And I think that's what TLC is built up to be. It's built up to be an entertaining show with some really good mid-card matches, albeit not a lot of buzz, not a lot of television ratings backing up what people are interested in. But it could be very fun to watch. We've seen it time and time again, and stipulations certainly help.
Dreamer wants to use a prosthetic leg on my dome, so there's got to be a chance to steal the show.
Do you think saying dome makes you street cred cool?
No, I think dome, just point out my big head. That's what it is.
I wouldn't point out something that's obviously...
they're going to talk about it.
People get it.
They're going to talk about it anyways. My dome, my head, whatever.
Chairshot
Reality, WrestleZone.com. Brian Gould will join us for the rest of the weekend as we'll break down the predictions. Are there going to be any title changes on this card? That's a very interesting point to look at. We'll talk about it all. WrestleZone.com,
Periscope.
YouTube.com/CSR Wrestling. Thank you to Periscope.